Hey YouTube, it's Kristin. You're watching Chatterbox Budgets. Thank you so much for joining me for video today. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Thursday, May 19th, 2022. It's 12:22 a.m. here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I am here to do my check-in for week number 2 of May. And I will be doing that check-in using the YNAB app. That's the You Need a Budget app. Let's see. Let's get it pulled up. I already have it started over here. Okay, so my second week of May would go from the 8th until the 14th. We'll probably go a little over the 14th, just, or till today, just because it'll be easier, but we'll see when we get there. Okay, so on the 8th, I have a transfer to my Prime Signature Visa card for $146.14. That was from my main checking account. That was just to pay that Visa card. I use my credit cards regularly, but I do pay them off regularly as well. Okay, and then Walmart grocery, there's a split transaction that day for $108.17 for my Capital One MasterCard, and that was for $69.87 for food, $11.24 for household, $3.08 for personal stuff, and then $23.98 for pet stuff. Okay, and then this reconciliation balance adjustment is just because I had added in $1.06 that I have on my prepaid American Express Bluebird card, but I am not using the card yet, so I needed to take that money out of my budget because I don't actually have any way of using it, so I'm not going to count it as part of my budget, money to budget, until I actually start using the card. Hopefully that made sense, because yeah. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing this at 12:30 at night in the morning, it's because I cannot sleep. I've been decluttering and tidying my apartment. I have an inspection on Friday at Seattle, like when they come do the air filters and all that stuff. And so I've been decluttering some things and just trying to get, I have things that have been stuck into, they've been out of sight for a while, but I'm trying to get rid of everything I can. Anyway, so because I was doing that kicked up dust and allergens, and so it triggered my allergy issues, which triggered my asthma. So when I try to lay down to go to sleep, I just start coughing uncontrollably and have to sit back up again. So I figured I would do this while I'm waiting till I can finally fall asleep. If I can't go to sleep after I finish this, I'm going to go organize my closet and go put my winter clothes away, or cold weather clothes away, I should say. Okay, so that's the 8th. On the 9th, there's a transfer to my Capital One checking account for $350. That's from my main checking account. And I'm having deja vu, so I don't know if I went over this in another video or how that's gone. I haven't watched my other videos in a while. But that's half of my unscheduled expenses for June. So when I get paid, I put half of my different types of expenses into whatever account I use for those. And then that way it's ready there sitting when I'm ready to start using that month's budget. So, okay, then there's a transfer to my Discover card for $63 from my main checking account. That was to pay I used that credit card to pay my cell phone bill, so that was just paying my cell phone bill. Paying that back. And then my son needed some help with some money, and so I gave him $35. I took it out of my personal care category, just because I wasn't going to be using that right away, and that was on my Venmo Cash App. And then we got a doctor bill for $10 for a copay for my son's employee clinic, and that came out of the medical category with our HSA, our health savings account. It was from a while ago, but he just got the bill, I think, or something. I don't know. Okay, and he's still on my medical insurance and on my HSA until he turns 26, so that's why it's that way. Then Walmart grocery, $10 for gas or fuel, same thing, for my Capital One MasterCard. That was the delivery tip from the day before. And then HP Instant Ink, $6.42. That was from fees or subscriptions for my Prime Signature Visa. That was, okay, and then those are the transfers. So those are, don't need to worry about those. Okay, so then on the 10th, I have another a transfer to my main checking account of $500. That was actually from my cash envelopes, or my cash that was in my safe. So I've had it sitting in my safe since November, and I finally took it back to the bank. So I needed to put it back in the bank so that it would be in the right account for the different things I'm going to be using it to pay for. So yeah. And then I have a transfer to my primary savings account of $106.32. That was from my main checking account. That's for my annual subscriptions, fees, whatever. That's just the portion for, I think it's for May. It might be for June. I can't remember. And then Walmart Pharmacy, $85.15. Oh, that was Walmart for the pharmacy for my HSA. That was for my, I want to say for my inhaler prescription. And then I also stocked up on my over-the-counter asthma medication that I take. I take a tablet because inhalers and I don't get along. Although when I need them for an emergency situation, then they work well. But I take the pills because they help me to just manage my asthma better. My asthma is allergy and activity induced, and so anyway, okay. Then Sam's Club, $40.37. That was for gas. That was actually for gas instead of just being like a delivery tip or whatever. So I filled up my gas tank. I was down to half a tank. I haven't filled up since October because I work from home and I don't go anywhere purposefully. So excuse me. So that was what it cost me to put 9 gallons of gas in my car. Now I know everybody's having gas prices and inflation, all that is a concern for everyone. For me, yes, it was a lot of money, but considering it's been 6 months or whatever since I last filled up my tank, it wasn't bad. It will put me over my gas budget for the month, but I'll just take it from one of my other categories and it's fine. I won't have to fill up again for probably 6 more months, I hope. Okay, then Prime Video, and technically I didn't need to fill up that day either, but I figured I was there, so I might as well just do it. $21.44 for my shopping category for my Prime Signature Visa. So I use my shopping category for anything that I purchase that I'm keeping. So I purchased a movie from Prime Video, and that comes out of my shopping category instead of out of my entertainment category. For me, entertainment, that's for things that I go to, like movies at the theater or concerts or whatever. Anyway, I was somehow got thinking about Halo or talking about Halo or something about Halo, and wanted to watch Forward Unto Dawn, which is one of my, it's a Halo movie, and I really like it. I've liked it since I first saw it, and so I haven't been able to find it on the streaming services recently, although I've seen it probably like 10 times before. Anyway, so I just bought it. So I had a little bit extra in my shopping category left over from last month, so it was a splurge. But I haven't gone to a movie in over 2 years, I don't think, or maybe I've gone to one, I can't remember. But anyway, then my son needed to borrow some more money. I don't want to make it sound like he's anything bad. He's doing the best that he can, but unfortunately he is learning, he's having some life lessons as he gets there. But I don't mind helping him because he pays me back, and so I basically take it out of categories that I know I won't need right away. That way he has time to pay me back. So I took $15 out of my personal care category and then $5 out of my pet care category, since I didn't have enough in my personal care. Okay. And then Sam's Club, $15.96. That was for in the store. I just I bought a box of Minties, Zeus's favorite treats. And then Amazon.com, $3.33 for personal stuff for my Prime Signature Visa. So I had ordered some skin healing stuff for my son and I, because we're both having issues, minor hives, and he just has, I guess it's acne, but I don't know. Anyway, so I ordered some stuff for both of us, but I used my points on my Amazon Prime credit card. So it only cost me $3.33, even though I spent like $25. So anyway, and then those are the other transfers. Okay, sorry, and I probably sound really low energy. It's because I took 2 Benadryl, and that's, I can feel them. I don't think they're going to help enough to be able to go to sleep, but I can feel them. Okay, on the 11th, there's another split category. So my son paid me back, so he gave me $155 back, which is what he had borrowed. So $150 went back into my personal care envelope, and then my $5 went into my pet care envelope. Okay, 12th, Rocky Mountain Power for $52. That's for my gas bill, or not gas bill, electricity. And then I paid my Prime Signature Visa $31.19. That was for my main checking account. Paid my Venmo Visa $15.96. That was from my Venmo Cash App. That was just to pay those 2 cards off, because I used the Venmo Visa at Sam's Club the day before, because I haven't set up my Capital One MasterCard on my Sam's Club app yet. So that's just paying that card off. And then I did a transfer to my side checking account for 55 cents. So I had transferred $999.45 to my secondary checking account, which is where my it's my side checking account, where my paycheck sits for my my scheduled expenses for the next month sit until the next month happens. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing a really bad job of explaining this. Anyway, it was bothering me, so I just transferred 55 cents so that it would be an even $1,000. So, yeah. And then those are from the rest of that. Okay, so then on the 13th, there's a transfer to my Capital One MasterCard for $118.17. That was just to pay that card off. So I actually made the payment the day before, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, I pay them off weekly. Yeah, just because I can. I've got the money in my account. I don't use my credit cards unless I have the funds available in my other accounts to cover the credit card payment. So that's a new rule. I've only been doing that way since I paid off my credit cards in August. And it's worked really well. Okay. We'll do the 18th and 19th anyway, just because that way the totals aren't going to match up. Actually, no. We're not going to. You can see them. We'll go talk about the totals now. So this is the totals that are left in my envelopes as of today. So this does include the transactions from the 15th through the 18th. So for my scheduled expenses for auto insurance, I still have $59.95 left to spend. The total amount I have left is $248.72. So $59.95 for auto insurance. I've got $165.52 left for subscriptions, $16.09 for my gym membership, and then my home insurance is $7.16. I changed my home insurance and my car insurance date from the 28th to the 25th, and so that'll happen this month. I wanted to have it clear the bank before the end of the month, because some months when it's a shorter month, it doesn't clear as quickly. Okay, and then unscheduled expenses, which are my daily expenses like food, groceries, all that stuff. I have $300.48 available. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So there's $118.89 left for food, nothing left for gas. Household has $16.96. Miscellaneous has $24.50. And then personal stuff has $49.33, and pet stuff has $90.80. Pet stuff actually should be lower because I did do a Sam's Club order last night, but that'll be on the next check-in. And then irregular expenses, which are my those are basically my version of sinking funds. So I have $595.77 available. So $20 for auto care, $21.44 for entertainment. Gifts and birthdays is $70.46. Gifts and holidays is $140.22. Personal care, $150. Pet care, $129.17. Shopping, I have $44.48. And then travel, I have $20 available. Contingency funds, let's see, I have $89. Well, I have a total amount of $435.67. Contingency funds are my version of emergency funds. So I have $89.56 in my main checking account for that. That's part of what I deposited back in the bank. And then I have $175 in cash still sitting in my safe. And then I have $171.11 in my Capital One 360 savings account, which is where my 52-week savings challenges go. Now, that $175 for the contingency fund, that's actually not right. I just realized I forgot to add a couple things. So on Friday, my son was dropping off my grand dog because he was going out of town for the weekend. And so I gave him part of his birthday money in cash to spend that trip. And so I gave him $50, and then and I don't know why I would take out the contingency fund. So maybe anyway, it doesn't really matter. And then, because I had two dogs, and both dogs are very high energy and very strong, I have a neighbor who goes walking with me and Zeus all the time, and they went with me to walk both Zeus and Freya, my grand dog, on Friday and Saturday. I took them by myself 3 times, but then they went with me for the 4th time just so we could have a longer walk, and then that way I could watch Freya while she watched Zeus, or they watched Zeus, I should say. Okay, so anyway, so I have less in cash than that says, but anyway, I don't know. Okay, HSA, I have $991.54 available. That's all in the HSA fund. I'll just transfer that over to whatever category if it gets used. And that's it. So, yeah. So I'm doing pretty good. I haven't reconciled my accounts in a couple of days, but I have to say it's kind of nice not having to stress about it. I have never been in a position where I am not obsessing about what's in my accounts. And I don't have to worry about my bank account balance necessarily because I don't look there to see what I can spend money on. I look in the app to see what I have available. And I mean, honestly, if I need more food, I probably would go over budget and just take it. But anyway, so these are my balances as of today. My age of money is 35 days, which is cool. I've been using this app for 2 months now, and it's just really been a game changer for me. I am extremely excited to be able to, still be a month ahead on my expenses, covering my expenses. It's going to be a little bit challenging in August because my rent is going up 33%, but I'm up for a raise in July, so I'm hoping that will help balance that out. And then also in July, I have 3 paychecks. So I don't consider it a bonus paycheck. I usually just I would still put it towards next month's expenses. But I am hoping I can put some of that into my contingency fund to have some extra money for paying rent, because it's going to be really tight once that happens. So anyway, okay, I hope that's it. Sorry, this is a little, yeah, I can feel myself fading. So, but again, I wanted to get this done because I couldn't sleep, but also I get paid. I technically get paid tomorrow on Friday, but it goes into my bank account on Thursday. So I wanted to be able to do my budget for that paycheck, which will be for June. I want to be able to do that budget tomorrow or Saturday. So I wanted to get this video done. I guess it doesn't really matter though, because it's for next month. Anyway, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry that I have not been watching videos for anybody lately. I was a little bit, I don't want to say burned out because that's the wrong word, but because I've been doing nothing but budgeting videos since like August, I just took a couple of days and watched other stuff like pitch meetings, let's see, honest trailers, and then just other things I could find in there. So I've been listening to that, and so I will get back to watching videos here pretty soon. So anyway, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your support and your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.